Monday. Come on. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Let's continue to grind and shine. Happy Victory Monday to you and you. Come on. They say really ain't no party like a cowboy party. How about on a Victory Monday? Party! Get used to this. Cowboys, Jets recap. 30-10, and we in. Come on. Hey. Ho. Let's go. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Hey. Ho.
Let me crack your cranium. Fertilize your brain.
Let me know if you're part of the notification squad all the way up. Come on, to the window, to the wall. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Victory Monday. Yo! Come on. Shout out to you, Jason. Come on. All right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. Let's go. If you're not crunk right now, man, I don't know who you are. You know, you definitely was rooting against us. If you're not crunk right now, Jason, thank you for the super chat. He says, I was okay with the field goals. Keep the ball on the ground, wasting the clock. Yes, indeed. Come on, run that clock all the way up. Yeah.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yes, indeed, man. So I see you over there, Todd. Appreciate you. That let me know that the Facebook groove is grooving. Appreciate you, man. And yeah, I'm crunk. I know you guys are crunk. He says Parsons MVP. MVP. Yeah, that's what he is, man. He brings everything, the kitchen table, the cook, the doggone staff with the spatula and everything. He bring it all to the table. And they got to understand that this particular defense on what we are doing. Can somebody tell me now? Name me a team that's got a better defense. I'll wait.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. This defense, we can do just about everything. If it wasn't for a bang, slip up, it would have been 30-3. And we just giving them that 3, by the way. You know what I'm saying? It could have been 30-3. Some can argue once we fix up the loose end on the red zone situation, we were 2-6 in the red zone. Yes, we can poke holes at that. But I'm thinking if we compile weeks 1 numbers and week 2 number, we still got the number 1 offense out here. You know, we still score more points than anybody right now. Let me know who scored more points, right? And we're not allowing a lot of points. So far, we on pace for doing our thing. And there will be the pundits and the critics to try to take that away. But let's pump the brakes with those people, because I'm telling y'all right now, let it shine, this little light of ours. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let this light shine all around, and we're gonna let them know, yeah, we on top of things. You know what I'm saying?
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yes, indeed. So I just look at it like that, Cowboy Nation, and I get it. We can look at the reservation part of the running game, but still, we ran with authority when it was necessary. So that's how we look at that. The Dallas Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen, we can't look to get validation from anyone. And I tell everybody all the time, validation is only good for parking. They're going to continue to pick up the goalposts and slide it back a little further. Pick up the goalposts and slide it back a little further, right? Because from what I was told, is that this defense, number one, number two defense, respectfully. What we witnessed is that this particular offense put up 30 points without a Brandon Cooks. Did y'all see Brandon Cooks out there? You know, did y'all see Brandon Cooks out there? Did y'all see Tyler Smith, who was our number one draft pick last year, right? Right? We were missing more weapons than they were. All they was missing was their doggone quarterback. You know, so that's just what it is. And last I checked, their quarterback don't play defense. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. We would have still been able to put up 30. It would have been more probably if given the chances and an opportunity. Look, Mike McCarthy called a great game. You know, I get back and I look back at everything, and we will go over the game tape and we'll see, man, it was necessary for us to take the check down. Newsflash, even Dak Prescott, if you're averaging 6 or more yards or 6.5 more yards, that doesn't qualify for you dinking and dunking. Dinking and dunking categories are anywhere between 4.5 and 5.5 yards per throw. We wasn't averaging that, so that means he wasn't even dinking and dunking. You know, even though he was. Zadie, what's good with you, man? He says, we could have had 2 Super Bowls if Mike McCarthy has been calling the plays. Honestly, what you think, Law? Ooh wee. That's a bold statement right there, you know. I would say we still needed weapons, though, regardless of the situation and scenario. I get it. Noah Brown was here last season. Anthony Brown was here last season. And whoever we had a hold on that defensive side of the coin, I wouldn't stamp us as winning the Super Bowl, but I think that we would have had better outcomes in these type of games on attacking. You see, we saw the necessary way to attack a quarters defense, to attack a defense that will like to play those 4 quarters, quarters where they dropped the DBs. It was 6 DBs dropping in coverage, and they allowed their front 4 to get pressure. We didn't attack those things the proper way in the previous years. When we played against the Broncos in 2021, we had no answer to that. When we played against the 49ers back-to-back in the playoff games, we didn't have an answer to that. Show of hands, ladies and gentlemen. Show of hands. Even when you look back at those games against the 49ers, they were one-possession games. It's not like they dog-walked us, right? It's not like they steamrolled us. So I want to get that through a lot of people's skulls. It's not like, you know, the 49ers walked in here and said, hey, we're going to put you in a casket. No, that wasn't the case nor the scenario. Definitely not the case nor the scenario. There was a lot of opportunities out there on the field. And if we just make the necessary adjustments, shoot, even with 14 penalties in 2021, you know what I'm saying? We could have been able to still be in that if we utilized the offense correctly. But what people would do is they listen to the 4 and the 3 Letter Network, and you'd think that the Niners walked in here and beat us by 20 points and did us like we did the Jets last night. That's not the case nor the scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Play sound football, take what the opposition is giving you, make them pay, and then when they get out of their quarters look and they give you single high, then you have more and more opportunities. Attack them. But, you know, I get it. Everything is always being moved back. I was listening to, shout out to my guy Jay Versick. He sent me this clip, and we're going to listen to a piece of it if that's okay with you all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to listen to a piece of it, and I'm going to pause, stop, and do all of that good stuff. But we want to listen to these boys on how they kind of try to discount it, you know. And I love listening to the enemy talk. You know, we love listening to the tears of the Jets. The Jet tears is what I'm going to call it, you know. But at the end of the day, we took care of business.
third down, and then you go back to the fact that opportunities missed. You talk about Sauce, being able to get the interception and maybe tailoring that to 7 points. Now you go up 14-10. And when you're trying to beat a team and you're undermanned and you're without your star quarterback and you have a young backup in there and Zach Wilson, you have to support him by making big plays. And the Jets offense could never get an opportunity to kind of keep the ball rolling and get in any kind of rhythm. You look on the day, Breece Hall, 4 carries, right? You look at Dalvin Cook, and we talked about the recipe was running the football on first down. Dallas did a good job in moving Michael Parsons around. I still don't understand why people don't understand what he does and when to slide the line to him, and understanding that when they put him over the center, he's going to do a swipe move. You gotta communicate when you have a chess piece. You guys use Troy Polamalu like that all the time. He's always playing at the line of scrimmage, has no responsibilities. And they let him wreck the game. And I thought, the Jets missed opportunities, and eventually Mike McCarthy had a great game plan, and they were able to move the ball, especially early on. I just thought that Jets defense got tired.
All right, can we tell Bart Scott, do me a huge favor? I just need to hit a huge favor right quick, Bart. I just need to say, lean forward just a little bit. I missed. He flinched. Hey, what I tell you to move? Yeah, now settle in right here. Hey, he flinched. We don't want all that. Lean forward right here. Oh, undermanned? Where were they undermanned at? Because last I checked, their defense had all of their star players on the team, right? And the play that they got one of their defensive guys out of the mix was because the fact that he hit a defenseless receiver by the name of C. Darius Lamb. You know what I'm saying? Or C. Dangerous Lamb. That's a better way to say it. And there was no flags. There was no moment of anybody saying that, hey, that's an illegal hit. Yeah, come on, man. Hey, Chris 214 says Sauce Gardner didn't travel with CD, but they don't want to talk about that. Sports Center literally put out tweet defending Sauce. Oh my goodness, man. Shame on them, man. Oh my goodness, shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
No doubt. Well, we got another super chat from Connolly. Man, appreciate you. Every team is great until they defeat them, okay? It kills me that there's sympathy for the Jets. Oh, yes. Wounded quarterback, Jets. Hell of a criticism for Dak Prescott, broken thumb, also leg. This fan base is something else. He is not lying. Let the AI speak, though. I'm too crunk over here. Come on, AI.
Tony Jones, $20. Every team is great until we defeat them. It kills me that there's sympathy for the Jets' wounded quarter, just hell of criticism for Dak's broke thumb, also leg. This fan base is something else.
Let me do it. Let me help you out, Conley. Appreciate it for the support.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Because here's the true story. Here's the true story. East Coast biasness, right? Because we saw even in the Eagles game, A.J. Brown going back and forth with the coach and Jalen Hurts, right? And that's not even a major storyline. Can you imagine? Even if we had Jalen Brooks over here going back and forth with somebody, there would have been trouble in Big D. Even though we won, they would have been saying, hey, man, this dude, there's big trouble in Big D. And now we're seeing that even when the Jets, their star-studded Sauce Gardner, let's not call him Sauce anymore. Let's call him applesauce, baby sauce. You know what I'm saying? Baby belly sauce is over there taking down his Twitter. Oh, excuse me. I thought that's supposed to be the leading story on a guy that's supposed to be one of the better DBs in the National Football League, and he had better ratings according to the East Coast people than Deion Prime Time Sanders. So all of a sudden, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that he took down Twitter. It's not CD Lamb's fault. Let me tell you, because they want to put fault out here. It's for sure Rain, Dakota, Prescott fault. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to lead off with that because he never took his Twitter down before. You know what I'm saying? So after Dak Prescott saw him, damn. Let's go. You see, I still have enough respect for the brother not to call him Saucy Montana. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that guy is or gal is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. So we got enough respect for it. We ain't going to call him that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the young kid. He got an unbelievable future, but he got thin, razor blade skin. You know, it's thin. It's so thin. You know, so thin. You know what I mean? Kenny, appreciate you for the $4.99 for your mind. Thank you. Black Lion, appreciate you. There's always an excuse for why the team lose to the Cowboys. The media makes impeccable, hypocritical comments to support their opinions. Yes, indeed, man. You are right, dog. Yes, indeed. You are right. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Saucy Santana. That's his name. I thought it was Montana, but yeah.
It was solid day because it makes you look at the future for the New York Jets, right? This is how they're going to perform until they figure out how to make Zach Wilson a better quarterback. And the offensive line struggled. There was no chip help. They struggled in the run game. Talk about this defense that got tired down the ending of the game. And you know, for Zach Wilson, man, this is who he is. You know, they're gonna make the game playing very vanilla. They're gonna play behind the defense, and you just hope big plays happen so they can try to squeeze out a W.
And look, I forgot to add in the fact that, you know, Bart Scott earlier before this statement, this is another guy that's speaking. Shout out to Jay Versick again for this audio. He said that was a great game plan for the Jets. Well, against the Jets for what Mike McCarthy was able to dial up. I'm trying to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen, and I've been on this conversational piece for the last 2 seasons. What was the game plan against the 49ers when we went into that playoff game? I want to know. I need to know. What was the game plan against the 49ers the last 2 seasons? Can somebody expound on that? Can somebody give me, a reason of what they gave out as far as the game plan versus that team? What did we try to take away? What did we try to put out there to put the fear of you know what in them or on them, right? We didn't really have a game plan. Like, I went back and looked back at even the Chargers game versus the Titans. And this is all for context, man. And I know I'm not trying to beat up on Kellen Moore, but you know, when you facing a team that's a defensive minded team, right? And you going up against those boys, what was the game plan? Didn't you guys know that even, let me pull this up right quick. Let me pull this up so everybody can see. And I'm not trying to beat them up, you know, but this is all reference to context right here, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys understand, we're not beating them up. We just stating facts, you know. Here we go. He was 27 for 41, 305 yards. He averaged really good, 7.4. He had a good stat sheet, 104. Passer rating, right? 305 yards. But the efficiency level, ladies and gentlemen, on third down, can somebody guess? On third down, can somebody guess? The efficiency, and I ain't talking about the Pareto efficiency levels. We just talking about the plain efficiency. I don't want to get into econ talk to you guys. The efficiency level, ladies and gentlemen, the efficiency, you got to be efficient. They were 2 and 14 on third downs. Let me repeat, on third down, the efficiency was 2 and 14. Although you have the godly numbers, although you have the things that looks good, but when you look at the win-loss column, when you're playing against a good defensive team, hey, man, you know, you start to look back and you will say to yourself, y'all ain't going to like me here. The numbers may be good, but there were no efficiency. is what we call empty calorie. And the Cowboys been hitting that recipe to the perfection. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've been perfection. We've been perfections with the numbers. And hey, look at the stat line for your mind. But there were no reasons. There was no concepts. There was no principles when you do a thing, right? But now we got something that is tangible enough to see that, hey, when they play this quarter's defense, that's okay. Death of 1,000 cuts. Take what the opposition is given. And the moment you see them slip, you make them fall by cutting them deep. And that is what the Cowboys did in the last 2 games. And that's what we're going to continue to do, because what we got now, ladies and gentlemen, is a team with identity. You see, there were no identity in the past. We knew that this defense, hey, it's coming along this way now. The only glaring hole was, hey, can we stop the run on a consistent basis? Boy.
You look at the defense, right? CeeDee Lamb took over a lot of this game, and CeeDee Lamb's a great player, right? He's one of the best wide receivers in football. There's sometimes nothing wrong with getting beat by CeeDee Lamb, but when you look at the coaching staff coming to the game and they're sitting in zone, expecting the pass rush to get home.
No Brandon Cook.
No Brandon Cooks in this game, and you just who's going to beat you in the pass game, right? It's not the young tight end. Brandon Cooks didn't play, like Bart said. It's not Michael Gallup. You know what I mean? It's CeeDee Lamb, and when you're playing zone and the rush isn't getting home, which it wasn't getting home, which is another problem in this game, and Will McDonald's not active in this game. It feels like he has more juice than some of the guys that played up front.
Lawson.
You said it.
Yeah, put him on a milk carton.
Yes, indeed. So my thing is, when you understand that CeeDee Lamb is the it factor, you know, what you can't do is have every part being the it factor on offense. You got to figure out what do you do best and expound upon that, right? And speaking of that, who knows the definition of ancillary? Because I'm hearing a lot of excuses, but who knows the definition of ancillary, right? Because what happened in the past is that we depended on the ancillary pieces and not the primary piece. And then we wonder why we lost the game. We wonder why we didn't get busy. CeeDee Lamb is not an ancillary piece. Jalen Tolbert is an ancillary piece. No offense to him. Michael Gallup is an ancillary piece. But they are necessary. They are necessary. Everybody was necessary. But when you look at what my brother from another mother, CD, was able to do, he can do that day in and day out. That catch that he had to reach up to the heavens to pull down, knowing that he was going to get hit. That's what your star-studded player is supposed to do. Some of those catches, third and medium, he had to go across the middle, not stopping his feet, hit him on a run. That wasn't necessary, but it was necessary. Double entendre. You know what I'm saying? But you guys get with what I'm saying, because he wasn't an ancillary piece. He was the primary piece. So there we go. I see somebody with the definition. Come on, somebody. Provide necessary support to a primary activities or operation of an organization, institution, industry, or system. Shout out to you, Peasy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Supporting players for my guy, JT. So we all know, we all understand now. We are not going to lean on the ancillary pieces. But when it's time for us to call upon the ancillary pieces, then we're going to pull those guys out and say, hey, we need for you to get an inch. My guy going to draw up a play, and it's going to turn it into a mile. Hey, when we see Tony Pollard, his tongue is hanging out of his mouth, and he need a breather, we're going to put in Rico, and Rico comes right on in and make the necessary first down. Push the pile, get you 4 yards. And now, instead of it being 3rd and 12 Kellen Moore or 3rd and 15 Kellen Moore, even though, and I'm not trying to break Kellen Moore down, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to do here is expound upon y'all that Justin Herbert, he's a real good quarterback. But 3rd and long is going to be 10 times harder for him to make that completion. So that's why they was 2 and 14 on 3rd down. I digress. Shoot. You know, so this particular team, we are looking at this saying, okay, let's see if we can make it possibly 3rd and short. Let's see if we can keep the ball rolling and moving. And we're going to win not just the game, but who out here heard me yesterday said T.O.P. T.O.P. Come on, man. Come on.
It's a letdown. They're a better unit than this. They're a lot better unit than this. Dallas is great, but there's certain that, like, you can't always stop Micah Parsons from beating you. The way CeeDee Lamb's going to get his, the way he did it today, you expect better from this Jets coaching staff and this Jets defense.
Hey, check this out. Time of possession, Dallas 42.
Yeah.
Jets 17.
Boy, oh boy. It's hard to beat a team when you don't have the ball. And that shoe is one size fit all. Bars. Here's the reason why. Even if they had Aaron Rodgers, right? The Cowboys holding on to that ball for 42 minutes is everything. What we're going to do is stress teams out and get them to play left-handed. We know that the mindset in the game plan from the Jets, run the ball. But how are you going to run the ball when it's now 3rd and 12? How are you going to continue to run the ball when those boys are dropping people? We giving them a taste of their own medicine. We saying, okay, we can get out of cover 1 look and put this cover 3 look out there, and force the team to play left-handed. That's what we did last night, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they are fighting each other. That's why Breece Hall said, man, I only touched the ball 4 times. Ooh! That sound familiar, right? Do you guys remember back in the playoffs? Y'all remember in 2021, we had our most explosive player in that game, Tony Pollard, to touch the ball 4 times. The one series that the Cowboys did score on is when they gave him the 4 touches. I can't make this stuff up. See, we are so used to being on the opposing side. We are so used to being on the lack of coaching side. And we're sitting there saying, hey, man, we got all of the talent in the world. We got a fresh Ezekiel Elliott. Boy, we had a young quarterback that can carve you up here and there. Oh, my goodness, man. Y'all got all of these weapons. Don't mean a hill of beans when you're leaning on your ancillary pieces, when you don't have a perfect plan of attack, and when the opposing team smother you, that you can't even punch win. You know what I'm saying? That you so fixated on trying to do it another way that you get blown out just like that. Come on, if you are excited by this Victory Monday, let me see Victory Monday in the chat. Let's go.
I think coach circles around the defense today with that game plan.
I mean, the Jets only had 46 plays on offense. The Cowboys had 83, and a lot of those plays were in garbage time for the Jets. I mean, you talk about
this is the opposing team.
Receptions, 143 yards. It's not what you expected out of this Jets defense. And to your point, Willie, about thinking about the future, okay, for me, I come out of this game thinking less about Zach Wilson being a problem for the future, more about, hey, if you're gonna compete and you're gonna want to be a playoff team without Aaron Rodgers, you need this defense to be dominant. I know that the Cowboys are a really good team, but this was not the type of defensive showing that you expected from this group team.
I mean,
no doubt. So this is the first time we hear the storylines of the offense coaching circles around the opposing team. And keep this in mind to add an extra layer. I see all of the Victory Mondays in there. I appreciate y'all. I see all of the extra layers of it. If he coached circles around that team, there's really only one other team with the kind of caliber of defense that's in the same stratosphere or in the same area regions germane to what the Jets are doing, and that is the 49ers. They said that he coached circles around Salah defense, basically. I come in to tell you, I'm not worried about the Eagles, right? I'm not worried about the Giants. We already did them boys in. And I'm not worried about the Washington team, because if we were able to coach circles around Salah's defense, if I don't want to look at the piece of it, I'm talking collectively of Mike McCarthy versus Salah's defense. Shoo. Come on, man. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you. Yeah. Philly ain't you, by the way. Left out. Appreciate you. Yeah, Swain. Yes. If we were able to put up 40 points on the Philadelphia Eagles defense, that defense is not the same than what it was last season, and they're going to try to pin it as it relates to, hey, they're 2-0 too, but all of these 2-0 is different. We breeze into this 2-0. They were sweating into their 2-0. That's the difference. We breeze. Do you guys get the difference? Yes, indeed. Come on, man. They were sweating. They were like, Lord. Justin Jefferson, thank God. Allah, Yahweh. They start praying. Hands on the knees. Oh, Lord. Shoot, they were sweating. Mac Jones, if they didn't have a guy by the name of Butte on the opposing side, right, from the Eagles, they probably would have lost that one. They could have literally been, 0-2. I'm just saying. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go, baby. Somebody, let's go. Let's get it. So with that being said, we still on this good groove, this good move for the team. And y'all gonna have to open up your eyes to see, Hey, I like what my guy Cowboy Fan talk. He says Cowboy were missing 3 starters: Cooks, Wilson, Smith, and do you do what you want with this information? Basically, come on, man, and look at the TOP. Oh my goodness, man, y'all screenshot that 42.5, right? 42.15 tenths of a second, 17.45. Come on, man, come on, let's go. And you guys see right here, not so much of dinking and dunking because my guy Outlaw Cowboy, he actually put it down. But let's listen to, before we listen to, yes, indeed. Before we listen to Dak Prescott, listen to Tony Romo, man.
Not only to yourself and your fan base, but the rest of the NFL. Every year there's a couple teams who just come out of the gates and just tell you we're in this to the end. We have enough talent. I mean, they are making it look like they're a big-time college football program against a small program. And for them to go ahead and do this in the first 2 starts, I mean, this Jets team is talented. They are good. The Giants were in the playoffs last year. I mean, this is an unbelievable start to the year. The Eagles did it last year. I think the Niners are doing it this year. The Cowboys. I mean, I feel like this team right now, just after these first 2 games, is solidifying itself as possibly the team right now.
And probably so. We solidifying stuff, man. Just Hustle says, heck, McCarthy actually held back. Should have been easily 45 points. Now, I think that my guy, the playmaker, said this one time before.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Appreciate you, Jay Hustle, man. Let the AI speak on it too, because she want to jump in. That she want to be a part of the show. It's all good.
Jeremiah J. Hobbs, $20. Heck, McCarthy actually held back. Should have been easily 45 plus.
No doubt.
Let me crack your cranium and Fertilize your brain.
Oh, my goodness, man. Here's the truths of it all, and I appreciate you for that super chat. We not even peaking yet. We don't want to peak in September. I still want us to work on some things. I still want us to completely continue to take this humility with dignity. I want us to continue to say, hey, man, hey, we need to work on this red zone a little bit more, man. We need to get better, and stack these things upon each other. The completion percentage last week, hey, it's a wet game. Hey, wet ball. This dude, he said in a presser, I don't have the entire clip, Dak Prescott said their goal, setting small-term goals. Go back and watch that press conference with Dak Prescott. He said that their goal were to have 28 completions. Man, did he do it? Did he do more than that? And then if you go back and look into the openings process of it all, ladies and gentlemen, that brother, I think he had 13 straight completions. It's the little things, right? So next week, I promise you, they're going to sit back and say, they look at the tape and say, hey, we got to get better inside, right? We far from being a complete team at this moment and at this time. We got to get better at red zone, and they're going to be working on red zone. And one of the good things about it is that the day that we was out there in Oxnard, I've literally seen Dak Prescott against that particular defense go 12 for 12 in the red zone, right? 12 for 12. They worked on red zone. I'm talking about full pass and everything. And then I think the last one was a Cavante Turpin that he barely get out to the edge. But there was when they did the other drill in that very same day, that was the day that Trayvon Diggs got so hot. And I don't know, y'all could say he was saying that to Dak Prescott. He was saying it to someone on the sideline. But that's the type of defense that we want, that chippiness. But then again, that's the type of offense we need. That joker went 12 for 12. And, of course, that's because we had Brandon Cooks. We had the full packages out there. And, man, CD looked unstoppable. Hey, Cavante Turpin, he looked good on a few plays. So, look, our best is yet to come. I promise you guys, when they get into the fullness of the bags, and when they get comfortable like that, just be ready. Just be ready, baby, because that's just what it's going to be. Let me
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yes, indeed, man. So let's listen to the playmaker, man, because I really like what he brings to the table as well, but we got to put our deep music in. Y'all know how it goes. Let's go to the safe room when we play this audio, though. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? Let me know if y'all okay.
I talk about watching teams and studying teams and who has that ability to go to a Super Bowl. Just like Jimmy used to always, you break this thing down in those three groups: offense, defense, special teams. Mm-hmm. We talked about in week one what the defense and special teams did. So we wanted to see what this offense will be when they face a historically great defense. And that's what everybody was talking about when we talked about what the Jets have, and they do have a great defense. Mm-hmm. But that last unit that we are checking on ran 83 offensive players against that historically great defense. Yep. All of these questions we had about Tony Pollard being able to carry the load, he had 32 touches, over 109 yards, scrimmage yards on this historically great defense.
25 carries, 32 touches.
32 touches,
yep.
So he can carry the load. Let me crack your cranium against fertilize your brain. CeeDee Lamb came in with a huge game against this historically great defense.
11 for 143.
Absolutely.
And I think Sauce was guarding him some of the time, if not.
Yeah, Sauce, they got into a little Twitter beef and everything.
Well, Saucy, yeah, he got saucy last night. He took his account down on Twitter because he got sick and tired of people criticizing him for not being able to cover CeeDee Lamb.
No doubt, man. Oh, I just wanted to play that little piece right there. Sadiq Law, we actually scored 70-10 in 2 games, 40-0, 3-10. How about them Cowboys? We will get better in the red zone. Cowboys will clean up. We need to do. We are them boys. We are. She ain't lying.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
No doubt. Appreciate you. The Dallas Cowboys. We got a long way to go. I don't want you guys to think that all of a sudden we are a done, well-made team, because that's what some of the haters going to say. See, the Cowboys already celebrating their Super Bowl. You hear what the playmaker just said? Did you hear what he just said about the fact that that was one of the better defenses and we still hung 30 on those boys? They're going to try to discount it, but that's okay. Let me tell you about Dak Prescott, too. Oh, let me be a little petty law right quick. This is what I said over here. The Cowboys, CD, and Dak Prescott made Sauce Gardner into baby Sauce. Yeah, I tweeted it out. You know, you got some people that's butthurt about it. Let them be butthurt about it. But let's listen to Dak Prescott.
What does it mean to you?
Winning. Simple. Winning.
And when you look, you're 2 straight games now without a pick. You didn't have that happen all of last year. Is there anything that goes to what you've done this offseason so far?
What about the year before that? Or the year before that? Or the year before that?
Well, yeah.
Last year is last year. And it's something, I've left. And, the interceptions, all that. I guess when you lead the league, it'll never go away. As I stated last year, every one of them has their story. But that's not where my mind is. It's not something I think about. Just being candid. I really don't care about the questions about them at this point. I know how efficient this offense is. I know the work that I've put into this game, the work that we've put in as a unit. That's not even a thought process. Going out there, just trying to complete the ball, get the ball to these guys, get it to them in space, let them go do their thing, and then I'm still going to take some shots, not shy away from the confidence that I have and the work that we've put in on some one-on-ones and give these guys opportunities, but I don't even think about that at this point.
What does it mean to you?
Dak Prescott set the record straight. Let me repeat, Dak Prescott set the record straight. Now, granted, people going to talk about the near miss interception more than the actual interceptions that actual quarterbacks throw. Heavy is the crown. That's just what it is. Interceptions part of the game, by the way. You can't play timid in this game. When you see something, just hit it. Now, he did second guess that throw, and he threw it still, and Sauce is a hell of a defensive back. I'm only picking at him and calling him baby Sauce, but he's a hell of a defensive back. He ain't sus. But if you were to put side by side what Dak Prescott did juxtaposed to what Allen did, who is considered, Joshua Allen is considered elite. He's considered an elite player. Against that same defense. And let me know what happened. I digress.
Getting the job done and winning the game and being complimentary of your defense. And I think we did that. As you said, very efficient in ways. But we left a lot out there still. I mean, that's the standard of this offense, standard of this team. We expect to score touchdowns on every drive. And so when you don't do that, you still haven't hit your goal, I guess you can say. So, a lot we can do better. But overall, a very efficient team win that I'm proud of. It's hard to win in this league.
Hard to win in this league. Let me show y'all what this defense were able to do. Fewest points allowed through 2 games in Cowboys history. Fewest points. Boy, 65. Boy, they were doing some good stuff in 65, wasn't they? Shout out to those who was able to see that. This is not by chance. I think that my guy, my brother from another mother, Quinn is doing a great job of getting these people prepared. I'm telling you something right now. The Cowboys running around talking about, hey, doomsday. Shoot. They on pace for doing that. LOD. Come on. But I'm going to tell you this too. The 5 Super Bowls that we were able to win, can somebody put down where our defense were at? The 5 Super Bowls that we were able to win, can somebody tell me where our defense was at? And we are heading into that same room. See, a lot of people thought that Troy did it all by himself. Roger did it all by himself. No. It's a complete team. And if you rewind, let me just do it myself. And listen to what Dak said. You hear what he said? Complimentary. He knows it.
As you said, very efficient in ways, and but we left a lot out there still. I mean, that's the standard of this offense, standard of this team. We expect to score touchdowns on every drive, and so when you don't do that, you still haven't hit your goal, I guess you can say. So, yeah, a lot we can do better, but overall a very efficient team win that I'm proud of. It's hard to win in this league.
Well, let's listen to those. I went back too short. But we do have a super chat, by the way. Let the AI speak on it.
Siddika Charles $20. No law, please forgive typo. I was trying to say we actually scored 60 points to 10-2 Ames. When it comes to the red zone, we will get better. We have 14 more games to go. We will be better. Watch.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, Sadiq. Thank you so much for your super chat. Appreciate you. Let's go. Woo, we in the safe room right here. Oh, yes, indeed.
30 to 10. Oh, yeah, all right, go ahead.
What did you say during the highlight? No, hell no.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to the.
That's what you say about. See, look at Jason's coming strong with the opinion.
Not making the fit list.
No, maybe it makes it as the worst fit of the week.
It won't be the best, that's for sure.
Okay, Jay, I love it. All right. I love it.
Jason, I can't wait to hear your full and in-depth breakdown of the defense that we saw in this game.
Oh, man, you talked about the Jets secondary and their defense, and you talked about Zach Wilson, and obviously had a lot of turnovers. It was not pretty for Zach Wilson, but this team is built on defense, and you watched the way Dallas came out and their drives to start this game off. I know Zach didn't play well enough, blah, blah, blah. The Jets defense is the ones that are supposed to producing, making plays, and not allowing any offense to put a ton of points on the board. And these were the first 3 scoring drives by the Dallas Cowboys. 12 plays, 14 plays, 13 plays, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And within that span, Jets put up 10 points. We saw the long pass from Garrett Wilson. The Jets defense has to.
Appreciate y'all patience. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. At this time, I want to open up the phone lines. We didn't talk enough about everything. No. I kid you guys not. I got 2 more points before we open up the phone lines. But y'all already know the phone line number. Just go ahead and hold your place. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. One of the Amas, if y'all can, put that in the chat. Yeah. So it's not going to be open, but at least you can hold your spot there and talk. I want to talk 2 things on both sides of the coin to give us a little reference to what they're talking about as far as their philosophy and their mindset, and then we go into their lead off of that. Let's listen to them.
Joined now by former Terrence Steele. Terrence, y'all took the ball and set the tone early. What was that like?
Listen.
Yeah, that was just our mentality to come out the gate, and I feel like we established it pretty early on, so it worked out.
For the second straight week.
He talked about mentality starting off from the gate. And they went with that approach of taking the ball first and going down there, setting the tone from an offensive perspective against one of the better defenses in the league. I love every bit of that. Let's listen to more what he had to say. Listen up.
This week, y'all really kind extended drives, 12, 13, 14 plays. Is that, kind of the mindset to really just extend the drives? Or what's it like to be out there on the field for that long?
Yeah, no, it's just how we practice. The entire defense is out, so, man, we just take it one play at a time, and we just keep wearing them out. So it worked. So
I guess y'all got your extra cardio in this week.
Yeah.
Y'all ran like 80 or something plays. Right?
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. It is what it is, and it worked out. So, man.
And Terrence, during training camp, you went against Micah, blocking him and going against that. How did that help you? What kind of preparation is that to go against that kind of pass rush?
You see what we did today, man. That's gonna be every week. So I mean, it's really just iron sharpens iron. Blessed to go against them every day and just get better. So.
Does that make it easier when you're going against other, teams, defensive lines?
No, most definitely. Him and D-Law, our D-line depth is insane. So they're awesome.
So 2 weeks now in the books, y'all have dominated so far. What is it going to take now to keep this rolling and now keep this ongoing the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, that's our mentality. Week in, week out is dominate. So we just got to come in and keep doing the same thing.
When you talk about domination, man, he's talking about week in and week out. And I like what Brandon said. The Jets were a good team until they played us. The Giants, a good team until they played us. The Giants, now a good team again, right? Y'all see that? So now that they won a game, now they're back to being a good team, from what we were told. And whatever happens to Saquon Barkley, we don't wish injury upon anyone. I heard that he got hurt again, and we hope all is well with him. We know that man got unbelievable skill sets, and trust me, he would look nice if healthy, right? And that was the same conversational piece with Dalvin Cook. We supposed to have been in trouble going up against Dalvin Cook just the other day, right? Dalvin Cook, oh man, he's better than Tony Pollard until yesterday, right? Oh man, if they're gonna put so much on us, we would not be able to slow down the Jets, Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall, shoot, right? Me and my guys over here on the Final Word were going back and forth. We did so many excerpts and interviews, and also talks about, hey, if the Cowboys get Dalvin Cook. Mindset, man. Shoot, we are cracking craniums. Let me crack your cranium.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Right. And y'all remember, I was telling y'all was talking about Ronald Jones fumbling. Nobody fumbled more than Dalvin Cook. I think it's now 28 fumbles in the last 2 seasons or 3 seasons, something like this. He's got a weird, crazy fumble number right there. And it's automatic when he play against the Cowboys. We cracking,
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
We get that ball. We get that ball, and the past 2 years we've been the best in the business at it, and we're just trying to continue that.
One thing you guys are looking at improving all season is your run defense. You're coming into this game, you're going against Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, 2 very capable backs. Neither of them rushed for more than 10 yards. Talk about how proud you are of the defensive effort and stuff.
I'm very proud, and that starts with them guys up front. Man, the first play of the game, D-Law gets the TFL. He comes in and set the tone.
Yep.
D-Law, I love playing with D-Law. D-Law's a true dog. He's a true dog. And then you got Micah. We put Micah inside, and Micah's not the heaviest guy, and he goes and make plays inside. You got Osa, you got Hank, you got a lot of guys that's up front that's making it easier for us on that back end. And then when we have a chance, we're making plays on the back end. We're going out there and it's not having a lot of missed tackles. So but it all starts with those guys up front, and it just comes from we knew what we had to work on. We knew last year that run game cost us a lot of havoc, and now that we have the opportunity to fix that, we went out there and fixed it, and you can see it on the film.
You scored 70 points and allowed just 10. You have 10 sacks, 7 takeaways through 2 weeks. It's a historic start. Only the 5th team in Super Bowl in the Super Bowl era to achieve that. What's possible for this defense given the way you've started?
The sky's the limit for this defense, and that starts with all the guys that we have coaching us. With AD, Coach Joe Witt, DQ, Scott. we just got guys that's coaching us and that's just putting us in the best position. And like I said, the sky's the limit. We watch a lot of those historic defenses, and that's just something that we try to mimic our game after. We want to go out there, we want to be the best. We want to jump ahead of those guys. And we know it's not going to happen in 3 weeks. It's not going to happen in 4 weeks. But, as we continue to get better throughout the season, we know that we have a chance to be right up with those guys.
Rarely when you win the coin toss does Mike take the ball, but it seemed like he wanted the ball so that you could take advantage, sort of go at the Jets where they're strongest and force Wilson to play the rest of the game from behind.
Yeah, we came into this game hearing all the chatter about, the best defense is going to win this game.
Yeah.
And so if that was the case, we knew we were going to win. Because we're the best defense when it comes to between us two. I feel like we're the best in the business, but we're going to continue to show that week in and week out. But we just knew we had an opportunity to go out there and silence a lot of critics.
Silence.
It wasn't.
And they still talking.
What we did week 1, and then we're going to come out and lay an egg. Nah, we're very hungry, and you can see that from the start to finish. We had guys that they're ready to make a play. I was looking up at the board, and I seen Micah led with 4 tackles, and that just goes to show that we have a lot of guys getting to the ball.
Yes, indeed. He said Micah led with 4 tackles. Don't you know how hard that is for an interior guy to leave with 4 tackles?
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
He ain't real. Yeah, he ain't real, man. He is real though.
Those guys have over 10 yards, and the team leading is with 4 tackles. That just shows we have a lot of guys that's getting to the ball. Around here, you got to fight just to get tackles.
It looks like your pick, Mike Parsons guy, held and still got pressure on the quarterback. I mean, what's it like playing with him in particular? I know
Number one, Michael's he's the best in the business at getting to the quarterback. It's not really much that you can do to stop him. He's getting chipped. He's going inside where he's giving up 40, 50 pounds, on guys, and he's still able to get pressure on that quarterback. Michael's just the best in the business when it comes to getting to that quarterback, and you see that he's going to make a play, regardless of if it's getting to the quarterback or not. He has a nose for that ball. He's going to get to that ball. He's going to make a play.
It looks like the only thing they were having success with was Zach Wilson running the ball, and then it seemed like you were maybe spying him on it. Was that a spy situation? And then you made sure that you brought a little extra juice on that hit. It seemed like in that play, and then he didn't seem to run a whole lot after that. You know the play I'm talking about?
Yeah, and that's just something that going back to week 1 where you have guys that want to scramble. We have to make them pay. We have to make them pay. Understand that you're a quarterback. You're a quarterback in this league. We're coming to hit. We're coming to hit. We're hunting. Those backs feel it week in and week out. But if you want to be a part of that, then you're going to feel it as well. That's just how we approach things around here. If you want to move, if you want to run the ball as a quarterback, we're going to treat you like a running back. We're going to put.
He said he going to put them hands. Look at them face. Hey, when you see, look, PSA, man, when you see a brother, when he do that face right there, y'all, he about that business, man. He about that life, man. So y'all see that.
We about that life.
And anytime you see a brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just giving y'all free game. If you ever see a brother, it could be at Walmart, it could be at the gas station, it can be at Baskin Robbins, you know what I'm saying? Or it can be at Bed Bath and Beyond, and y'all fighting over a basket. When you see that face right there, hey man, it's time for you to go ahead and check out now. Weigh your options, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and let him make it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he about to throw them hands, man. So when they start nodding their head like that, that's a clear sign to get out the way, man. Hey, curses about that life, man. I ain't gonna even, that's serious. Ain't that right? Yes, indeed. David said, yeah, that's serious, man. Hey, man, hey, you can have it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, you know. I'm just telling y'all how it is, you know. All right, it's time to get on up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that was mine, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, you know what I'm saying? It could be the Lion and Build-A-Bear. Yes, indeed, Your Majesty. You know what I'm saying? It could be anywhere, but you know for sure when you see that face, it's time for you to go ahead and weigh your options out. So if you 150 pounds and he about 230, 240, just go ahead and say, yeah, you know what? Dynamite come in small packages, but I'm with my wife and kids right now, and we're going to go ahead and make the business decision. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
I'm just telling y'all the truth, man.
Call my phone.
They say, hey, you a coward. Yeah, the coward tells the story how the brave man died. Right? That's right. Yes, indeed. You can't win them all, man. Come on. Yeah, J-Rod ready to swing, man. That's just he got that face. You know what I'm saying?
There are 15 participants in the conference.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, boy. Oh man, we got this line longer than Shaq feet already. Come on. Come on. All right. I got Mike, man, from the 484. Is this 484, Mike? You're live. You're on the Nation.
What's the deal, my guy?
Yes, indeed. What's good, man? How does victory feel?
Victory Monday. That's what's good.
Yeah.
It's another Victory Monday. It's a beautiful day. But I'm going to talk about it. I went live earlier.
Okay.
I think we friends on Facebook.
Okay.
I went live earlier, and I kind of went on a rant.
Okay.
I went on a rant about it's this phrase that's been turning for the past couple of weeks that's been really ticking me off. What is it? Stiff competition. Stiff competition. That line has been ticking me off all week.
Okay.
Because we blew out pretty stiff defensive competition
in
the first game, 40-0. Okay? And here's the thing. Neither offense really did anything in that game.
True.
The Giants couldn't do shit offensively, and the Cowboys really didn't do much offensively. Right?
True.
Defensively, that was stiff competition.
Right.
You saw that yesterday when they came back from a 28-0 or 21-0 deficit and beat Arizona. And then you get the Jets this week. You're telling me stiff competition. They were raving about how well the defense was doing against Josh Allen week 1. But then when they come play us, it's, we were supposed to do that. I need everybody to understand something. You do realize Tony Pollard didn't rush for over 100 yards, right?
Right, he didn't.
There's a reason why.
What's that?
Quentin Williams is a problem. Quentin Williams is really a problem.
Yeah.
That defensive front is a problem.
True.
Those linebackers are real. They are real. Michael Gallup only had one catch yesterday.
Okay.
One catch.
Yeah, he did that,
because
man.
That secondary is real. That secondary is real.
No doubt, Mike, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Mike, man. I thank you, bro. Hey, get one more point before I let you rock.
Now, my last point is this. Dak Prescott is hands down the best quarterback in the NFC. That's all I want to say.
Hey, man, I back you on that one 1,000%, man. I endorse that statement, man. Appreciate Mike, y'all. Put y'all hands together for Big Mike, man. I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, when y'all jump on, look, 2 points max, man, and jump right to it. Hey, we doing well. Hey, it's Victory Monday. Get your thoughts together. Let's go, man. I got this line longer than Shaq feet, and I want to get to everybody, man, for real. But y'all got to jump on in there and let me know how y'all feel. Bring the excitement. Let me know, man. If you have reservations on something, touch on it a little bit. Don't dive too much in it because we 2-0 around here. We ain't trying to hear all of that. But if you got something on your mind, just spit it out, man. We all good. We family over here, but we can't have a long conversation, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to make this thing quick, and we got to get everybody ability or availability to talk. And that's right, Tony. Spit your mind. You're live on the Nation from the 832.
Long Nation. You are truly God's creation. What's up, my brother?
Hey, man, all is well, my dog. What you got for it, baby?
Hey, man, do you remember when Kellen Moore was here, man, how the gang used to be nail biters and shit? We sit around like, damn, what they gonna do?
Right.
We are now playing as a unit.
Yep.
The cohesiveness is there. And we look like we're going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Yep.
Now, what I want to tell you, I want to ask you one question. Do we still got Rojo?
Oh, yeah. He come back this week. He should be able to practice. Okay. He's off his suspension. Yeah.
Well, good. We'll have a power back then, right?
We'll.
Power back.
Yeah. Yep, he'll be the power back, man. He'll be the dude, Tony, man, to get those dirty yards for us.
I'm gonna say this last thing, man. You know, and the good thing about it, man, is that we can only get better, right?
Yeah.
If we don't want to get better, then the only thing we can do is get worse. But I just see this team getting much better. I see Dak is in control of his offense, and I believe the reason why he's in control of his offense is because Mike McCarthy has got him on a winning position on how to play this football game, man. I'm not nail biting no more, bro.
Okay.
Every time I tell you, get them ready, boy. Get them jerseys ready.
All right, I got it ready for you, Tony. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got it ready for you, man. Come on, appreciate you, Tony. Good call from you, man. Let me hear you say it, though, man. No, let me hear you say it. Yeah, come on, man. There we go. Yes, it did. It's Victory Monday, man. Come on, man. Y'all know how it goes. That's my guy, Tony. Hey, we see, I'm giving y'all more than 60 seconds because when you put 60 up there, it just seems like the conversation is rushed. But I ain't rushing y'all. We want to have a good conversation, but we just won't get to the point. That's all. And he did a good job. And Mike did a good job too. I'm just saying it because I know I got some long-winded folks over here and we want to get to it. Ain't that right, Jake the Great, man, from the 561? Talk to me, man.
Yeah. Happy Victory Monday, Cowboy Nation. Hey, Law, not only is it Victory Monday, but your boy Jake the Great is $500 richer. Why? Thanks to PrizePicks, baby.
Yeah!
6 on them picks. Yeah. Just saw Big Jake, the football guru extraordinaire.
Yeah,
baby. And I want to keep this short and let y'all know something. Mike McCarthy ain't coming no more. Mike McCarthy is here. He is him, and he is here. Man, listen. Did you see how fast Mike McCarthy was calling them plays, bro?
Oh, yeah.
He was sending them in the deck, and we're going to run triple option left, right, triangle, one. Boom. By the time the defense even knew what time it was, we lined up ready to go. They're like, damn, that calling everything out. Boy, listen, bro. Mike McCarthy about to get comfortable. In the words of Deion Sanders.
Oh.
Mike McCarthy is about to get comfortable.
Oh! Hey, let me stop you, Jay. Hey, I know you've been following the prime time now. He said, hey, he said, don't let me get comfortable. He said, don't let me get comfortable. And I'm about to get comfortable.
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? Mike McCarthy is about to get comfortable. This is the pass for 6, baby. Jake the Great. Hey, I'm gone, man. Let's go, man.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. See, now that's how you call into this show. That's what I'm talking about right there. Jake the Great, baby. Come on, man. That brother came in and smoothed this thing all the way out with good energy, good fair balances, approaches of everything. I love it, man. I got from the 505, you're live on the PrizePicks show. Let's go. Let's get it.
What's up, Lord? Daniel Hawkins over from the 505, New Mexico.
New Mexico, we're good.
I want everyone to just kind of look at the team right now and just enjoy what has been building for a very long time. Most of these guys we drafted, and then we just come in and just fit Gilly in, and then we fit Cooks in just to make us a little extra comfortable. Like, this defense is Teflon, man. It's so tough. I mean, how are you going to score on this? You only have about 2 seconds to get the ball off.
True.
And then all of a sudden, and you can't do that no more because we have Steph and Gilly on each side.
He ain't lying.
They have to run. They have to run, and they can't because all of a sudden we went and we addressed that in the draft. So what we have here is the defense that's set for years. And you know you're a good team when the week before everyone is giving them credit for they just might make it. And then after you get done with them, they're talking about moving the quarterback. They're talking about people getting fired over there. You know, they want to blow the whole team up because of how sad it was. It's not so much that it was 30-10. It was that they never felt like they had a chance.
They never, man. That play that Garrett caught. I mean, that was like a just give me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away from it, but that should have been a tackle down the field, and our defense rallied together to slow those boys down. But keep going.
And so, it's how comfortable we were the whole game. And those that are worried about our offense, don't worry about it. All we did was go up 2 scores, almost 3, and we just went comfortable and finished the game. And that's how you keep everybody healthy. It's not by necessarily resting players. It's by not overworking them. You know,
yes, indeed.
Micah's only going to get as many snaps as we say he's going to get. We're not going to force him to overwork himself. We're not going to be forcing Mozzie to be out there too much. Old D-Law, they're going to be out there fresh because it's so deep, and that's from our drafting. Somebody's got to give Will McClay his props, man, because it's not so much that we have stars, it's that we have people supporting our stars where they can get their breaks, they can get that rest. And that's something that, for us that watched the Tony Romo era, that's what we always missed was, man, if only we had DeMarcus Lawrence in there, he would have won the game for us because we were 1 or 2 plays away.
Oh my gosh,
I mean, listening to the Jets talk about that, we had to play a perfect game to have a chance to win, and we had to have the whole team fully healthy. And here we are, we're missing our left guard, we're missing our number 2 receiver. We got people missing, and we're still comfortable. Cowboys are comfortable. All we're doing, I mean, as players, they got to look to week 3, but as fans, we're looking towards the Niners because we're comfortable for another couple weeks.
No doubt, man. Based off of the historical data.
All we get to do is have fun this next couple weeks.
Yes,
so
indeed,
that's all
man.
I got for you, Love. Enjoy it. Like, let's just enjoy these next couple weeks because we got a Cowboy team that is secure. This is our 3rd week and our 3rd year, and we went 12-5 each year. Let's get comfortable.
And one more thing. I got to hear one more thing from you, dog. From the 505. Let me hear you.
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed. How about them, baby? Let's go. All right, so he brought up some good points. I'm going to say this again. Minusing the Romo's injury, if you just make these 2 moves and keep the players that we had, believe it or not, if you had Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy, we would have made deep runs in the playoffs. I'm going to say this again. If you had Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy during their stretch of years from 07 until about 2019, that's a long time, baby. Shout out to you, CK. He says, them boys pulling up, making you put some respect on our name. You ain't lying, dog. You know, you ain't lying. Thank you for the super chat. He says, bruh, we about that life. I'm here, Mississippi, and can't use the app online betting. You know Mississippi ain't about that wee woo. Okay. Hey, man, they got VPN. I'll just play with you, though. Hey, man, we'll figure out something down the line, man. Appreciate you for the super chat, Armstrong. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to say this again. From 2007 to 2019, if we had a kind of caliber of coaching staff that we have here now, I don't even care about the players. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for sure my guy Dan Quinn is going to squeeze out and get the best out of those boys. You know, pause. And he's going to squeeze out Mike McCarthy. Is going to get the best out of Tony Romo and have a better system around him. But that's old news now, baby. Let's go. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Come on. Appreciate y'all, man. I got my guy ready to talk, man. J-May, you're live from the 774.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Victory Monday, Cowboy Nation.
Indeed. Victory. Yes, indeed, man. What's good?
Man, I just want to say, man, listen, I know everybody's not going to agree with me on this, but I truly believe 2016 Dak Prescott is back. Okay? He's not going to.
I get what you said. That 2016 version of Dak Prescott is back. Okay, go ahead. Break it down.
Sir. Yes, sir, man. He's not going to be forcing the ball down the field, throwing the ball 40, 45 times a game. He's going to be anywhere from 18 to 25 times a game, and we're not going to need that to win the game for us because we have the defense to win the game for us.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And balance. And the balance. And the number one thing that we've seen these couple of weeks that we haven't seen in the last season or two is stick to running the football.
Mm-hmm.
Stick to running the football and play that defense, even though, you know, some teams are going to be stacking up against us. We got to stick to running that football, stick to the game plan. Yesterday, I think at one point, they ran the ball 13 times. They passed the ball 13 times. That's what you call balance, and that's what we need from this. And that's going to take us to a long, not just in the playoffs, but do damage in the playoffs.
Yeah. Shoot.
And hopefully, this is my last point. Hopefully now these people on these networks can finally give us our respect and move us on those power rankings from the 6th place, which was completely disrespectful, from 6th place moving up to the top spot where we belong.
Yeah,
Cowboy Nation.
I forgot all about
them
that.
Cowboys, man.
How about him, man? Hey, this brother right here is spitting the truth at us, man. I forgot all about that bootleg power ranking thing that they had, and now it's not about the rankings though. It's just about the levels of respect. And I looked at it; it was clearly disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? For us to do what we did against that team, and then they still had us ranked kind of like pitifully, But it is what it is at this point. Let's see if I can find it right quick. Yeah. This should be a whole nother conversation now. A whole nother conversation now. Yeah. They had the Chiefs. Yeah, the power ranking week 2. Yeah. So we should be up there. They still love the Dolphins. So the Dolphins still gonna be up there. I get it. I know what they got. They got a lot of weaponry on their side. But and I appreciate Jamie for pointing this out. We got to be 4th right now. They're gonna still have. If I'm looking at this list correctly, no, we might be 5th. They probably finagle it where we be 5th or 4th right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna do us. That's okay though. That's okay because they still gonna have the Niners, Dolphins, Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys. So we 5th. We gonna be 5th. They're gonna move the Jets all the way down. That's just what it's gonna be. We're gonna be 5th. Yeah, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, we just gotta play, baby. Hey, y'all know how it goes. I got Mike Sanders from the 757. You're live, man. Talk to me. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's going on, Lord?
Nothing to it, man. Nothing to it, bro.
What's going on, man? Happy Victory Monday, man. Happy Victory Monday.
No doubt, man.
Hey, everything I thought that was going to happen in that game. I already called in last week and was like, we learned absolutely nothing about our offense. Last week against the Giants, we was in the monsoon.
Yep.
We just pulled out the stormy weather game plan, as Mike McCarthy said, which makes him a better coach. Play caller than Kellen Moore already because I don't even think Kellen Moore has a rainy day playbook at all. This month. And we won that game pretty handily. Next week we come in here, we dominate just even better fashion. All them fans calling in, man, Dak Prescott can't complete passes, even though he was throwing in driving rain. You know what I'm saying? And there was about two drop touchdown passes last week as well, due to the driving rain. Now you get to see Dak Prescott come out, have only 7 incomplete passes, 255, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles, 0 turnovers by the entire offense. CeeDee Lamb goes slam off without the rain. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep, I feel you.
Receptions for 143 yards. Pretty unguardable out there. And we talk about against Sauce, against a real DB, against real DBs, against real linebackers.
Big facts.
Tony Pollard, he didn't, go crazy yesterday, but he stuck within the game plan. And just like everybody keeps saying, if you commit to the run, you're going to end up busting one big run. And that's exactly what he did. And he almost busted it to the tune of him to the house. The guy had to grab him by his leg to tackle him.
Oh, yeah. He would have bust that one wide open, man. It would have been crazy, man.
He bust that one wide open, right?
Yeah.
Because he committed. And it was like, what? He got us a first down. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, man, y'all need to let's just calm down. Dak does not suck, man. It was an anomaly season last season, man. And and me personally, I be hating on Dak interviews because I feel like he don't really be saying much. But man, when you posted that clip and I saw that clip on YouTube this morning, man, I said, boy, that's the first time I was like, that's exactly how you answer that question. That came. I felt like Michael Parsons' energy, is radiating through the entire locker room, bro.
Let's go, man!
It's almost like
let's go. We about that life.
It's almost like you wake up every Sunday and you're not even concerned about our team. Like I'm not even concerned about next week. I'm in the most. It's like they treat it like a business, man. Like they just go to work, they clock in, do their fucking job, and then they clock the fuck right back out, and they go home, man.
Yep.
Oh, I love this team. Oh,
Man, let's go, man. Appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it, bro. You got brilliant points, man. Yeah.
How about them Cowboys, man? Come on, man.
How about them, man? That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey.
We about that life.
That's Parsons right there, 101, man. Shoot, we about that life, man. And I can't wait to see the updated list on everything. Appreciate you, man.
The conference has been locked.
All right, I got, let me give y'all a rundown of who we have. We got Swayze, we got Cowboy Dwayne, and then we have Bishop Kane. Swayze, you're live for the 908. Talk to me.
What's going on? This is Swayze, the objective Cowboy fan here, giving objective analysis.
No doubt, bro.
I gotta say it. Objectively speaking, we are the best team in the NFC. This defense, this is the greatest defense we've ever seen in Cowboys history. We haven't had an athlete as great as Michael Parsons. We never had two, and I say shut down loosely, but shut down corners on both sides of the ball. Even on Stephon Gilmore, he gave up some of his passes, the pass interference, but at the same time, like, someone's got, like, Zach Wilson had to throw it to someone, and unfortunately he was throwing it to, you know what I'm saying, Stephon Gilmore. It is what it is. The way we played Dak Prescott is exactly how I've been said we should play him, especially with the defense. You have to treat him like Brad Johnson. You have to treat him like Trent Dilfer. 5-yard out passes, put them in space, make them miss. That's literally what you have to. That's literally how you. That's literally what you have to do.
No way. No way.
Hey,
I never would think that Brad Johnson would ever got a chance or an opportunity to throw the ball 31 for 38 times, man. You know what I'm saying? 31 for 38. If my memory serves me correct, I don't think he throws that ball that way.
You gotta understand what I'm trying to say. It's no slight on Dak Prescott. That's what I'm saying. Everything that people say is not gonna be a slight on Dak Prescott. Exactly, especially what I'm saying. I'm saying the way we played Dak Prescott, put him in positions to make short passes, 5 yards, 6 yards, put the ball in our athletes' hands and make them miss. It's similar ways, the same thing the way John Green was doing it. It was that West Coast type offense, especially coming from the Green Bay Packers. Mike McCarthy came from the Green Bay Packers.
Well, what we said here, Swayze, what we said here,
above average quarterback.
You don't have to rush, man. I ain't gonna rush you off the phone. What we're saying here is actually a system. You know, I think that, you know, since 2017. And there's no shade at Garrett, you know, and there's no shade at Kellen Moore, but they didn't really have a system to really solidify their quarterbacks, you know. And Tony Romo is a hell of a quarterback, by the way. But we knew that it was like one-side football game. And then everybody else were like, all right, hey, we coming along the way. But this team here got a unique system that we are seeing West Coast principles, and we are seeing, hey, you don't have to go for those chunk plays, kill them underneath, take what the defense give you, and then we play good defense. So this is the ultimate complementary football. And I think that the inverse, because we can all say that Justin Herbert, he got a stronger arm than Dak Prescott, you know, coming out of college, what have you. He is more mobile, right? But they are 0-2 because he's now in a system where he's forced to stretch the ball. They are trying to outscore a team and not playing complementary football over there. You see the difference now?
I think they 0-2 because their defense just hasn't been the same, especially under Brandon Staley. I think Brandon Staley, he's made a lot of crazy decision making. Like, if you look at Justin Herbert's stats, like, he went 305, 2 touchdowns, no interception, quarterback rating 104. That's actually what you can ask him from a
but he's like 2 and like 14 and third downs though. You know, you put your quarterback in it. Like those were both winnable games.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying if you score 34 points and then you give up 27 points to Tennessee Titans, I'm not putting that on the offense. I'm not
hold. And that's what we've been living from for the last 3 seasons here, though. You know, one can argue 4, but that's what we've been talking about. When we go back to the pandemic year 2020, right? We had Dak Prescott literally putting up 34 to 35 points a game, and we had the historically bad defense because there was no complementary football. Sometimes I know we can get the ball out, we can throw, we can hit our underneath guys, we can hit our long guys on long development routes. He was doing all of that, which was cool, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't winnable. Like, if we were to just take a time machine and go back to 2022, last season, I think that we single-handedly win against Green Bay by 14 points. I think we single-handedly would win against the Jacksonville Jaguars by 12 or 14 points as well because we'd have played complementary football.
I definitely agree with you. Like, so let me make this clear. It's no debate. I definitely agree that Kellen Moore, the way Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett's system didn't fit Dak Prescott was based on Dak Prescott's skill set. So I do agree with you. I think the only thing that I'm debating about is like I think I think Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys organization realize who Dak Prescott is. And again, it's no slight on Dak Prescott. Again, I'm not saying Dak Prescott is trash. I feel you. I'm not saying. But I'm saying that we realize, all right, this is the type of quarterback he has. He's good enough to win the Super Bowl. Trust me, he's good enough to win the Super Bowl, especially with his defense. Let's make sure that we don't put him in a position where he has to make mistakes. I hardly see any audibles coming from Dak Prescott during the game. You know the reason why? Is because Dak Prescott himself knows that let me go by Mike McCarthy play calling. He's gonna put me in a position to make 5-6 yard short route throws, and you don't have to go. You don't have to depend on my accuracy or my intellect to read the defense. I could just go by, you know what I'm saying, being the point guard on the field and just putting the ball in my playmaker's hands. Like, and again, it's no slight of Dak Prescott. This is just a defensive team, and it is what it is. Like that's why I don't like the argument, especially with most Cowboys fans about Dak Prescott. He's not the most important player on the team. It's Michael Parsons. Like he sets the tone on defense. He's now the leader of the team. He's now the most important player of the team. And it's just what it is. That's why I don't like the arguments between that. Like that's more of an ESPN Fox FS1 argument.
I appreciate you for calling in, Swayze, man. Thank you, man. Hey, let me hear you say it, bro.
I just want to say this one thing though. I'm not gonna hold you. We might go undefeated. I'm dead serious. Like we might go undefeated. That's how good this defense is.
There we go.
Might go 17-0. But how about them Cowboys though?
How about them, man? That's my guy Swayze, and he was up late watching Colorado do their thing too. All right, so here's my points with this, and I get where he's coming from, but hey, let's not shank the man with the butter knife. Where I'm coming from is Dak Prescott is far superior than a Brad Johnson and Trent Difford, right? And if we want to give Dak Prescott the Trent Difford and Brad Johnson treatment, then shoot, that's doggone near impossible because Dak Prescott is head and shoulders above those boys. Dak Prescott, to this point, when Trent Difford and Brad Johnson was playing in the league, no one would ever say, hey, man, that dude right there, he's the best in the NFC, or that dude is best in the AFC. They would never, ever say those words. You can utter those words and come out on top of their argument now with Dak Prescott. This system, when we're going to see further along the way that he's going to separate himself from the other quarterbacks that's in the NFC based off of what we're doing. The thing is, you don't have to have those gaudy numbers of 300-400 yards, which he was real close to 300 yards in this past game against the top 5 defense. One can argue top 2 defense in the National Football League. So, hey, no preseason. This is his second game. The third game normally is when everything really slows down. And he was wrong. Swayze, you my guy, but you were wrong with only Mike McCarthy is calling the play because what's happening here now is that they are in sync. Mike McCarthy gives him the set of plays. He goes in and he has full and total control of the offense to the point whereas when we looked at one game, the last game versus the Giants, he did the audible. And they ran it in for the score. He didn't take the touchdown with the pass. So that Dak Prescott got full control of the offense. This is an offense led by Dak Prescott in his decision-making. And we saw the mindset of Dak Prescott the last preseason game and on how we actually handled everything. And we said, you know what? We're going to be a run-first team with physicality, and we're going to take those underneath passes, those throws. And if we look back at the press conference, he did say, yeah, I had one slip up with the sauce. You know, he could have picked that off, and I understand that. Hopefully we don't see that anymore. But at the same time, we got to be happy for the fact that we didn't see that picked off too. So it goes both ways, and I like what this offense is doing. But to be fair, Parsons is the defensive leader, but that's about it. you still going to have someone to score. And that is what Dak Prescott can bring to the table. Granted, I'm not saying that we are the same team without Micah Parsons, but we for sure can make the other argument that we would not be the same team without Dak Prescott. I got my guy VIP live on the Nation, brought to you by PrizePicks. Talk to me.
Law is VIP, baby. And yes, I'm brought to you by PrizePicks. I won $200. You could win up to $2,000. Get your money right, bruh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me get my two things off real quick, Law. I'm picking my little man up from school.
That's a good thing.
Has there ever been on the same team two people up for the MVP? Because I'm not talking defensive player of the year. I'm talking MVP for Micah, MVP for my quarterback. Has it ever been with two players on the same team, Law?
I think it's been the Cowboys before. Somebody can jog my memory on it. I don't want to yell out the wrong name, but if you know it, then you can say it. But I don't know if it's been one of those things as of recently, two MVPs on the same team. But y'all can let me know in the chat. Go ahead.
Anyway, Law, my real point is I'm not looking at no power rankings because we're number one, not in the NFC, Law, in the league. I looked around the league. I scouted the league. I don't see nobody in the same league as us, Lord.
Right.
As far as what we can do and what people are missing. And let me in school Mr. Objective. When he's talking about, be careful when you talk about my quarterback in the same breath as a brag, Josh. Bro, I feel like jumping through this phone and putting these curse hands on you. Don't ever mention my quarterback in the same breath as him. Are you kidding me? Go look up, go check the numbers. Go check my quarterback numbers. So respectfully, just keep my quarterback name out your mouth. If you're Slurpee, keep my quarterback name out of your mouth. Go to get you a big Slurpee and go slurp yourself up or something. And that's what you do to pass your time. Don't come in here talking about my quarterback. Respectfully. My next point, Law, is this. They are not taking account of what Big Mike is doing. Like, I know everybody's like, oh, man, we kicked 5 field goals. No. What we did was T-O-P. Let me say it again. T-O-P. So whether we're kicking 3 points or whether we're scoring 7 points, we are controlling the T-O-P. And that keeps Micah and our defense fresh. That's why they turned into the beast they were, because they were fresh.
Right. Fresh. Yes, indeed.
Let's stop discounting, because before this game, all I heard on the alphabet networks was, the Jets got the best defense in the woo. And they're going to do, they done shut down the great Buffalo Bill, Josh Allen. He was ranked the second best quarterback in the league last year.
No doubt,
and he had just as many INTs as my quarterback. So just cut it out, man. Respectfully, respect my team and respect my quarterback.
No doubt,
That's
VIP. I appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
How about them Cowboys? I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Lord.
We about that life.
Appreciate you, man. That's VIP, man. All right. VIP versus Swayze. I saw someone put in there, yeah, man, we could be the same team even if we had Cooper Rush as the quarterback. I get all of the Cooper Rush vibes and flows and all of that good stuff, but come on, man. Can somebody still remind me where was this offense ranked when we had Cooper Rush? I will wait. I will wait. But there's no shade upon Cooper Rush. I think that if he was the starting quarterback, he would be the Trent Difford, the Brad Johnsons of this particular team. But now we're not talking about that. We're talking about a dude that's foreseeable, if healthy, is throwing a quarterback QBR of like 86 something, man. 87, number 1 in the league so far, y'all. So it is what it is. I get it though. I know y'all love the Cooper Rush movement and everything, but there's a reason why 32 teams, not 31, 32 teams this past offseason passed him by, by and by. They passed him by and said, okay, we don't want to touch him right now. You know what I'm saying? He could have literally been on the Jets right about now. He could have literally been on any other team. But the Cowboys said, hey, we'll bring you back for a cup of coffee. And no shade upon Cooper Rush, by the way, when we say those things. But there's never been a game that when Cooper Rush played in that the opposing team scored more than 20 points. Now, granted, these first two games, the opposing team didn't score more than 20 points. But you're going to need to score in a battle down the line. I'm not saying that it's not sustainable enough, you know what I'm saying, of us holding every team below 10 points. But in actuality, we know for sure we got the firepower to match them if they do decide, you know what I'm saying, to get more things going. So that's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Let's let the next caller on. I got Cowboys Wayne. Was it Cowboys? Where you with? And then Bishop Kane. Cowboys Dwayne, and then Bishop Kane. You next. All right, 817, you're live, dog. Talk to me, man.
Hey, happy Victory Monday, Law.
Hey, happy Victory Monday to you as well, bro. Talk to me, man.
Yes, sir. The last call, I believe, was Swain. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry if I...
Swayze. Yeah, Swayze had VIP, and now we got you. And then we have Bishop Kane. Then we have Bishop Kane. You know what I'm saying? Next after you. Go ahead.
But I understand where his perspective is coming from.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, you have to have a leader on the offense, and you got to have a leader on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So you just can't have one. You can't have one to be a leader for both. I mean, that is the face of the franchise. True enough.
True.
But you still got to have people to respect the line. Got to respect him, and the line got to respect Parsons. They both alpha dogs. You can't have one over the other. They got to be equal and know their lane.
Yeah.
And they know their lane. So I don't see why he's thinking that Parsons is a dynamic player. He's not like no other player that's ever been that I've seen in my years of watching football. But he's a hybrid. He can do it all. Yeah. And I have nothing but much respect for him. But I'm looking at the team. I'm looking at the game yesterday, and I'm like, we have, people hurt this over here, this and that. I said, we're just percolating right now. We're not even at a full boil right now. We're just simmering right now.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till the rest of the season go on because we're gonna have full complements of all of our players. Everybody should be healthy. Thank God, knock on wood. Everybody should be healthy, and we should. And so for me now that I see Dak play, Dak is. I'm getting tongue tied.
You good?
Dak is getting more of a Peyton Manning mindset. Because you know how Peyton Manning just took over his, he knew exactly what plays, they give him the plays, and McCartney is giving him that ability to do that.
Yeah.
And I see where his football IQ is more elevated now than it ever has been before.
Yeah.
And I'm really I wasn't at first liking this tight end by committee, but it's like it's doing its thing right now.
Yeah, I think eventually down the line, I think Schoonmaker going to make that strong push for being tight end 2. And then maybe next season down the stretch, he may be tight end 1. He pulled in a touchdown yesterday. I think Ferguson, he's still that dude. He had some nice blocks. When you guys go back and see the all 22, you would see where Ferg got in there, made some solid blocks, and opened up the laneway. And I love what 40 ounce is doing as that H-back, tight end / fullback. Once they get comfortable with him in the system, it's about to knock over some good stuff for us, man, in the right direction.
Right, and it's good to see Turpin getting him some reps in there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're utilizing Turpin. Turpin going. I think he about to break one next week. Against the Cards. I think Turpin is going to have his come out game. He's getting close though. He's getting close every time.
Oh yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he is. And we got more speed now. It seems like we have than we had in some years past. In our running game. Bro. It's like they able, once they find that seam that they like, they gone.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Cowboys Dwayne and everything, man. And let's go. Let me hear you say it.
Man, how about them Cowboys? Let's go!
Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
We about that life!
Yes, indeed. I got Bishop Kane and things over here, man. You're live for the 945. Talk to me, man.
Yo, man. Happy Victory Monday to the nation, man.
Yo.
Hey, dude, the dude who said anything about Brent, what's his name? Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson.
Hey, dude, no disrespect, cause we all family here. We all family. But bro, that rookie year was better than their career. People forget the dude was a first seeded NFC. Dude went straight to went what 13-3, 14-2. What was that? That 16 year?
13-3. You know, rookie of the year was pretty much quasi split with Ezekiel Elliott. You know,
come on, man. Like, you know, people. Our memory is real short, so we stuck on last year. But last year was better than anything that Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson combined have ever did in their entire career.
And you talking about his last year, his down year. you said that his down year was better.
Hey, well, my old school partners like, man, you ain't fucking with a bad picture of me, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say, man, I'm just gonna keep it like that. 1, 2. Shout out to that boy Kelly Moore over there losing them games, man. Shout out to my partner, baby.
My boys. Yeah, my boy right there.
That's my boy.
My boy.
You know, they went into overtime, threw 3 passes in a row.
Yeah.
Fourth and out, real quick 3 and out. Just a Kelly Moore thing.
Yeah.
Put the ball off, the other team go right down and score. Just some Kelly Moore things, man. Just giving y'all a little perspective on where our season's sitting now and where it could be sitting, man. You know what I mean? Because when the Chargers go back and look at their schedule, they're going to say, damn, we should have won them first 2 games of the season. Even if they make it to the playoffs, they not going to have no home game. They already starting off bad. They probably won't get no home game.
Guess who the number 3 offense in the National Football League? Right behind. No, I'm sorry. Guess who the number 2 offense in the National Football League? Yeah.
I might want to say the Chargers.
The Chargers, yeah. You won the consolation prize. Come on down. Hey, number 2 offense. Number 2 offense in the National Football League, and that's what they do. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, number 1. Hey, guess who the number 1 rushing offense in the league? You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it better be them Cowboys.
No. Number 1 rushing is the Chargers. You know, he know how to run.
Oh, they ran harder than us.
Hey, they ran hard. So he got the number 1 offense, number 1 rushing offense in the league, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's good for putting up some stats, boy. That's Stat Boy. That's my boy, Stat Boy.
Yeah.
Man, you know. Well, after that, this last point, right, hey man, about that game yesterday, man. First off, this whole entire team, bro, you know you playing team football when somebody look like they messing up, quasi messing up, and your partner's picking you up, bro. That hooker pick was Trey Diggs messing up. Hooker picked them up. You feel me? That Biadasz fumble, stand and playing until the whistle blown. Bro, it's so much I could say. Bro, fam, we'll be talking for hours, bro. These dudes are playing as we've never seen the respect between both of the head coach and the DC. It's not I'm out here to score 40. I don't care what the defense do. I'm trying to throw 400. It ain't nothing. No, it's, hey, I recognize some. Hey, DQ, you got this right here. Me being the coach, I know how to play into you know what I'm saying? And, bro, these dudes was fresh, bro. You talking about 17 minutes of defense, bro. Them dudes was out there hitting so hard and running so fast. I see why.
You see why, man?
They didn't get no PT.
Man,
they barely got any PT, and we run rotations. Come on, bro. Jay Lou first game back, he hitting the shit out of niggas. I'm like, damn,
hell
Jay
yeah.
Lou, I see you, baby.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man, for calling in, Bishop. Man, let me hear you say it, bro. Let me hear you say it, bro.
Man, how about them Cowboys, man?
How about them, man? And it's all about complimentary football, ladies and gentlemen. And you got to play that complimentary football in order to win. And this is not me. Like I say, I'm not beating up that team over there. I'm just calling out, pointing out the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they the number 2 scoring offense in the National Football League, you know, and that's just what that goes. That's what that looks like. So, if you want to have those stats, if you want to have those accolades, then you got it right there. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can. Somebody scout for me, man. What was their time of possession? You know, I need to know what their TOP was versus the Tennessee Titans. And y'all let me know what was the TOP there. Just for context, man. That's all I wanted to know it for. Mark, they drive trucks, and then we have Poindexter, man. Y'all the next 2. Talk to me. Hey, Mark, you're live.
What's up, Lord? What's up, Lord?
Hey.
It's Victory Monday! How about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
How about it,
Hey,
man?
look, man. Hey, man, look. People ain't nobody got to like it. Ain't nobody got to love it. But you better learn to live with it, because this is what it is.
Right.
That's a goddamn good quarterback over there, Dak Prescott. You ain't got to like it.
Yeah.
You can find all kind of ways to talk around it.
Right.
But hey, the offense won the game. The defense made sure they didn't lose it. We can give a shine and a sparkle to the defense. They deserve it. They earn it. They've been as good as they've been for a couple of years now. We understand the offense is a work in progress. But when Mike McCarthy takes that ball, give it to my quarterback, run it down the field, that's the top defense in the league. We're going to show you something.
Yeah.
You can't stop us. You can't win. Because we know you can't move against our defense. What we need to make sure is that you know you can't keep up. Because we're going to get out in front of them. You don't do that with no Brad Johnson or Trent Dilfer or Cooper Rush. You don't win with trash quarterbacks. You don't take the ball with a trash quarterback, burn out the gate, run down there and get a touchdown. On the top defense in the league. No saying it yet.
No doubt.
You don't do that with a born trash quarterback. You don't do that protecting the quarterback. He ain't making no calls. He ain't making no plays. No, you put the game in his hands where it's supposed to be. You see up all that trash around him, everybody doing their own damn thing with a janky option route.
Hey, Mark. Let me pile on this. My guy CT Madden with the stat line for your mind, brought to you by PrizePicks. He said the Chargers' time of possession was 28 minutes, juxtaposed to the Titans' time of possession 36. You know what I mean? So hey, they barely had the ball, but they got more yards. Come on, man.
Exactly. And Mike, this what makes Mike McCarthy a football coach. See, the more time I got the football, the less time you got it. And if you ain't got enough time, you can't win. Especially against my defense. Because sooner or later, if you ain't got enough time to score, knowing you got to throw it, we ain't got to do nothing but come and get you. And we're coming to get you.
We coming,
so,
man.
Yeah, you can give the defense the plays, they deserve it. But the offense won the game. The defense made sure they didn't lose it. That's complimentary football. There'll be some games where the defense wins the game. And the offense makes sure they don't lose it. But don't get it twisted. You don't have one without the other. You ain't got to like it, though. Anybody don't like it, don't like it. It is what it is. How about them Cowboys, Rob?
How about them, man?
How about them Cowboys?
How about them?
Cowboys?
How about them?
Cowboys? It's one game at a time. Here we go.
That's indeed, man. That's my guy, man. Mark, that drive truck. They drive, look, people riding, they're like, whoa, man, this dude just blowing the horn, you know what I'm saying? But he gonna let them know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. How about them Cowboys? That's my guy. And I'm not piling on. We gonna face the Chargers down the line. Every game ain't a guaranteed win. I'm not piling on, but what I'm saying is how you win those tight games, you got to control the clock. TOP, you got to get into the business of, hey, I'm going to make it complimentary for my defense. I'm going to make sure that, hey, the opposing team shouldn't have more time than me, like 5, 6, 8 minutes over. No. If it's going to be tight, the TOP going to be tight. But on my end, I'm going to be the TOP king over here. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog, my brother from another mother, live, Point Dexter. Come on, man, on down from the 409. You're live.
Victory is mine. Victory is mine. We played Jets and whoop stay behind. Victory today is mine.
Come on, choir. Hey, man, all is well, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the solo there, man. On this Victory Monday, bro, talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
Hey, man, look at this here. You was gifted with Law Nation, because Law is a nation. And we're a football content nation, but the number one topic in the nation is the nation. I sense a slight atmosphere of hostility, but it's a lot of love in the nature. So if you're going to come into here and you're going to be a little bit to the left, somebody going to put you to the right. And, man, come on. This defense, man, look. 17 minutes. They did all that damage in 17 minutes. They ready to play another game today. Okay?
They fresh.
They got to wait till Sunday to feast on these Cardinals. And check it out. It looks like the whole division is feasting on the Cardinals because they done lost to the Giants and the Commanders. That's why everybody got a good record right now, because of the Cardinals. So we look like we gonna go ahead and feast on them boys. And somebody did make a good point about, we talk about a lot of stuff, and even though Kellen Moore is not here anymore, he's been here, so we get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it.
Did you know that as of today, since 2020, the Chargers have lost 10 games leading in the fourth quarter, and then they go get Kellen Moore. Come on, what's up with that?
Dang. Life like this, I wish the raindrops would fall. hey, and they the tough division too, though, because I think they're in the division with the Raiders, the Chiefs, and everybody else, right? Yeah, they're the tough.
It's gonna be tough. But back to my Cowboys. Everybody got a name for the defense. My name is the Pride of the Serengeti, because they look like they predators out there, and they just out there pouncing on everything. I'm talking about, man, interceptions, sacks, fumbles, you name it, whatever you want from a defense, we got it. And we got a coach, man, that makes the offense say, we're going to compliment this great defense. They hold the ball. They chew up that clock, man. They go in. If you get three, you get three. Prime said it early Sunday morning. Early Sunday morning he said, points is points. And when you got a defense like you got, points is points. 3 points is good when you got a defense like we got.
No doubt,
man.
Get
down, hold the ball, score points. It don't matter if it's 3, 7, 2, 5, whatever. Long as you scoring points and that defense is holding them down, man, it's a great combination.
Appreciate you.
Like
Appreciate
said,
you, bro.
The nation, y'all got to show some love, man. We can correct each other, but show some love. Don't get too hostile out there.
No doubt.
How about them Cowboys?
No doubt. This is my guy, Poindexter, man. Always bringing in the good flavor over here for us, man. I got the next caller, my brother, all the way to live and die in L.A., MJ from the 206. He's in the mix. You're live, man. What up?
What up, Log Nation?
What's good?
Everybody on here. Hit them lights, y'all. Don't forget. Hey, Law. Hey, Swayze. I'm going to tell you something. Dak Prescott, that was his worst year. Y'all want to say it? And he still threw 28 touchdowns. Them guys never did that in their good year.
Oh yeah, you add the the preseason, the postseason. Yeah, you're right. 28. Yeah, he did do his thing. Yeah. So what you got for me? What you got for me, man? What you got for this game?
It's just like I told you, Law. Like I always say when I'm on here, the Cowboys got the foundation working, y'all. We built it the right way from the ground up. Now they still putting the parts in it. Now I'm gonna give y'all a quick lesson, real quick. Okay. Number 73 haven't even played yet, and sometimes they get penetration up the middle. Ooh. Once you get 73 there, Dak Prescott gonna be me, Dak Prescott, and Law will be sitting on the stadium eating a turkey sandwich while we got all that time to throw passes.
Yes, indeed.
That's one.
Oh, wow.
Now you really in trouble. That running game, they're not gonna bring Roger back unless somebody get hurt. So he's coming back, and
right.
That's why they using all them halfbacks, and we use our fullback now, and they still getting out the kinks out the way. So I don't care if we kick 10 field goals. If we kick 10 field goals in a game, that's 30 points. We still winning.
Yeah.
Come on, Cowboy fans. It's not about the score. And I told the San Diego guy when I seen him on Saturday, Law, I told him, I said, you guys, that's what we used to do. We'll score 30 points and still lose the game. And when it comes down to the clutch time, to go down there and win, that's why we couldn't win in the playoffs. We go down there, we couldn't even drive 30 yards to kick a field goal because Kellen Moore, a stupid play, sack, we can't even drive down the field. That's 2 weeks in a row. San Diego could have won the game, and Kelly Moore didn't know how to move the ball.
Yeah,
This offense is the perfect offense for Dak Prescott. And I'm going to tell y'all again, even Law Brother said, if they had Dak Prescott, they would have already won a Super Bowl.
He did
This
say that,
offense,
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect offense for my quarterback, and this quarterback is smart as hell, y'all. This is offense. You could tell he's having fun. He feels good. And now, what I like about him when you played that what he was saying, y'all finally hit a nerve with him, and I know what he's doing, because I'm in the locker room talking to my receivers and everybody. They say, these mothers think they think I'm stupid. Don't play with a man mind like he's stupid. Y'all keep playing with this guy mind like he's a dumb quarterback. The guy got 2 degrees. He know how to call plays. He showed y'all he called the play against Oakland. So y'all keep thinking he's stupid. He's going to be lifting up that trophy. And how about them goddamn Cowboys?
How about him, man? Appreciate you, man. Let's go. Let's go. That's my guy, MJ. All right, we getting down to the final, man. We had over 30 people waiting. All right, I got the 318. I had the 662 and then the 802. So the 318, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me. Holla at your boy.
Oh, how about them Cowboys? And we about that life, baby.
Yes,
I
indeed.
We about that life. Lifting that Lombardi.
Yeah.
We gonna be lifting that Lombardi trophy this year, man. What's going on, Law? How
Hey,
you
man.
doing, man?
All is well,
Great
man. I
truth,
can't complain.
Baby.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so let me ask you something.
Talk to me, man.
So let me give you something. Brad Johnson plus Trent Dilfer equals Zach Wilson. That's who that is. Did you see Zach Wilson yesterday, man?
Yeah, I saw that brother, man. He looked too well. You know what I'm saying?
That's who Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer are.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to get that. I wanted to get that out the way. Okay, shout out to the young lion, Michael Parsons.
Yes,
and
indeed.
his pride, man. Shout out to Wayne Dakota too, man, holding it down on the offensive side of the ball. But let me tell you something about Mike McCarthy, man.
Talk to me, man.
And let me tell you something about all the coaches. Didn't they all 3 win Super Bowls?
Yeah, they did. Oh, in some shape, form, or capacity.
Schottenheimer, McCarthy, and Dan Quinn. Come on, man. We got the brains of the operation clicking right now. And guess what we're going to do, Lord?
What we going to do, bro?
We're going to continue to kick ass, take names, and go home and get a good night's sleep. I ain't got very many points, but that's all I had to say. Let's keep it brief.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. I ain't got no counter. Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Law Nation, man.
Appreciate you, man. That's from the 318, man. Appreciate him for calling in. Hey, fam, what's your name?
How about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? What's your name?
The Truth, man.
The Truth?
Dre the Truth, man.
Dre.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let me put the Truth in there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I got you locked in, so now I know, you know what I'm saying? When I need the truth, I'm just going to hit you up, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's a good call from him, man. I got the 662 from my neck of the woods, man. You're live. Who I'm speaking to, man?
This Will, man. What's up, Law?
Well, all is well, man. I can't complain, man. What you got for it, man?
That formula yesterday where we ran that offense,
yeah,
that's how you beat the 49ers. That's how you beat Philadelphia. You run the ball, control the clock.
Yeah.
You got great defense. Don't put
do.
the ball in harm's way.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy know what to do. If they would have had the same formula last year in the playoffs, they would beat the 49ers. Run the ball, control the clock, time of possession. That's how you win a game.
Yeah.
That's how you win games. Philadelphia, believe it or not, that's how Philadelphia win games.
True.
Run the ball, control the clock.
That's exactly how they won at Minnesota. They had to run that ball with Swift. They couldn't put it in the hands of doggone Hurts. And nothing wrong with Hurts, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they couldn't do that in that game, you know. But he did get off on his scores with that wide receiver, Smitty. But, you know, Hurts cost me money, man. All he had to do is hit AJ for 75 yards. We'll be having a real big party. But that's a whole nother story, man. Keep going, Will. Keep going.
Yeah, that's on the story. But what we have to do, like I said, what Dak doing, Mike McCarthy saw what Dak was doing his rookie year.
Right.
Not saying that Dak can't throw the ball. Dak can throw the ball.
Yeah.
But he saw that Dak, most successful year Dak has was win his rookie year. And he's going back to that. Running the ball, controlling the clock, giving Dak easy passes to throw. And when the big play is there, it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit. You're gonna hit it, and that's what we saw yesterday. And like I said, we keep doing that. We're gonna beat the Niners. We're gonna beat the Eagles. We're gonna beat any team that's come our way. And like I said, the media is not gonna give us credit. I heard them this morning talking about all the Jets, they ain't that good. Y'all just saying they had top 5 defense.
Man.
They just said they had top 5 defense.
They did.
Not this week. They ain't good.
You know what? You know what I was thinking though, Will? Not overlooking anything. You know, I was looking at like the Chiefs, right? And I saw how they kind of struggled against the Lions, and I chalked that up like, okay, cool. But then I looked back at the Jaguars, and I saw how they struggled against the Jaguars. Although they came out with the win, our defense is like 10 times better than the Jags. It's going to be hell. It's going to be hell. Whoever we see, it's going to be hell for them. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's just going to be hell for them. This defense continue to play the way they play. I don't want to outspeak my wisdom teeth, but we're gonna deliver, man. We're gonna deliver with this defense, bro.
Most definitely. I like I said, once we get through the 49ers week 5, man, I could win 14-2, man.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. 14-2.
But that's all I want.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for calling in. That's a good call from Will. Last but not least, man, we've been out here for a minute. I got the 802. You're live on the nation. Brought to you by PrizePicks. What you got on your heart?
What's up, bro?
Well, not much, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, I have 2 points I want to touch on, bro. I don't know if you realize we shot out these haters. We shot them up. Especially we shot Sherman. I watched him disputed last week and this week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week his excuses was that needed to play better.
Yeah.
This week his excuse is we need a wide receiver too, knowing that Brennan Cook did not even play.
Uh-huh.
And he was betting on it. Oh, they need a wide receiver too. Look at the running game. Christian McCaffrey better than Tony Pollard. All these excuses, like Christian McCarthy was running against that Jet D-line. That's not too Aaron Donald, but their defense is not the same.
It's not. It's definitely not.
It's not the same. And I'm going to let you go, man. How about them Cowboys?
Oh, you said that's all you had? That's all you wanted to put out there as the last caller of the hour? Yes, you good, though?
I wanted to say, you said you about to go. That's why. And one thing I was going to say, Kellen Moore was pushing for a job. Kellen Moore wasn't even helping us to win. He was pushing for his head coach job.
Yeah. That's a good observation there. I do 1,000% agree with you on that. Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man.
I'm smelling Super Bowl right now.
Oh, man, let's get ready for it, man. Hey, it's in Vegas, too, so let's go. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I like to gamble.
PrizePicks, man, all the way. PrizePicks. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in, Chief. Appreciate you, man. That's a good call from the 802. He just wanted to give me a little excerpt, a haiku, basically.
Goodbye.
And we're going to get things going the best way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, those were the calls brought to you by PrizePicks. Be sure to check out the link. It's tied up in my description box, and it's pinned to the top of my YouTube page. So if you want to be like my guy who had that $500, man, good, great. Hey, man, hook your boy up, man, with some coins, man. You jump on over to PrizePicks, man, and get things going the best way possible. I see y'all that's in the chat. Shout out to you, Randy. Thank you so much for being part of this. Y'all remember that face right here? It haven't moved off the screen. He's like, hey, move this face if you want to. Well, come on, Curtis. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to J-Rock, man. Overall, this team, we're heading in the right direction. I'm not being cocky. I'm just being confident, and there's different levels of this type of conversation when you're confident in something, right? When you don't be sweating when it's time for them to run your credit score, right? You already know. You checked it already and said, man, I'm 780 and above, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm 820. You know, I'm not worried about this. You know what I'm saying? I got this. And then you're not worried when you got good collateral when you're going up to buy something or purchase something. You just have that confidence. It's like having the black card for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? So when you have those things, you got to walk a certain way. You move a certain way. You move differently. It reminds me of the movie Time. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, this movie called Time. And these people, the currency was time. And the people that had the unbelievable time, they walked around slowly, pacefully, with grace, you know, because they didn't have to rush anything. And that's the type of walk that we need to be walking around with, Cowboy Nation, for those who knew we was going into this game victorious and didn't have those reservations. They was comfortable watching the game. They wasn't shaking. They wasn't at the edge of their seat. They sat back, ate their oodles and noodles, sat back, saw me do the play-by-play to my best ability, and enjoyed the game. But for those who was nervous and had the PTSD going on, they was worried. Hair falling out of their heads, you know, teeth getting loose, and you know what I'm saying? They looking old in the face because they worried. But when you have supreme confidence, right, and you have the mindset to be good, you don't get all of that silver hair in your head, you know what I'm saying, or the gray in your beard and all of that stuff, because you're confident. You got extreme ability to understand that I'm not worried about the small stuff, you know what I mean, because we gonna walk into these games boldly, you know, and we're not worried about X, Y, and Z. We're not worried about the hearsay. We're not worried about the things that happened before this particular coaching staff assembled. Come on now, we're seeing now true football. So all of that woo stuff that the 4-letter, the 3-letter networks try to spit out and pour upon you guys, don't worry about that at all. No. And that's right. We're walking into this, man, with grace and mercy and the understanding that, man, we're going to take over. We're going to take over, baby. And that's what the Cowboys are doing. And like my guy said, don't let Mike McCarthy get comfortable. You know, don't let him get too comfortable, because when he get comfortable, it's going to be over with. Yes, indeed. And shout out to my guy, Lil Dallas. I see him in the chat. He's a one of those guys. He's a good troll. You know, he helps out the algorithm. He'll troll. He's been banging on the table for the last 4 or 5 years, and that's how long he's been following the channel, I believe. 4. And there's no shade at my guy. 4, Aaron Rodgers. And I'm sitting here saying, hey, Aaron Rodgers, can somebody let him know what he's been doing in the last 4 or 5 years? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't wishing no ill will upon the brother. We hope all is well. They talking about they got new research to have him back with his Achilles. But that's the Jets' problems now in $60 million or whatever it may be. Our issue now is none of that. You know, we 2-0, man. The Victory Monday feels good over here. Hey, it feels good, don't it? You know, being where we at. You know, knowing that other teams wanting to be where we at. Knowing that you even have the people that can't even really enjoy their 2-0 because they so busy sticking their nose in our 2-0. You know, and that goes to show you that, hey, our 2-0 is better. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, we're not sitting out here trying to make it a measuring contest. We already know what we got. So that's why we are not picking at them. They're picking at us because they got the jealousy, small man syndrome. You know what I'm saying? You go to the stall, your urinal, for crying out loud, you know, and it's an empty urinal here and an empty one there. You just trying to take care of your business, and then all of a sudden, there's the eagle guy to go to the right of you, right? And they got all of that extra space down there. You know what I'm saying? And then to the left of you, there's a Washington guy. You know what I'm saying? Just come to the left of you. And they all looking over at yours and seeing what you got. But the reality of it, you know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about looking at what they got because we already know that we bigger. We already know that we better. Why? Because the results says it all. You know what I'm saying? The noise on the street, the ladies, they already telling, yo, I can't wait to get over there with the big old D. And that's what we bring it to the champion table ship over here. Come on, baby. Let me know if I'm lying. Come on, y'all know how it goes. Come on.
He ain't lying.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we already on top of things. Hey, they trying to get to where we at. We already on top. They never been, because our quest is a whole lot different from theirs. You see, you got to understand and contextualize this, ladies and gentlemen. We on a quest for 6. They on a quest for 4. They on a quest for maybe 3 or 2. Yeah, they on a quest for 2, and I'm talking about the Eagles. Come on, baby. So it is what it is.
He ain't lying.
We in different worlds, right? We in different lanes over here. And while they're trying to peek to see what we got, we on top. And yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the analogy may hit people differently, but those are the realities of it. That's why we the best over here. Might as well get it tatted on your chest. Everybody else, they looking up because they got stomach muscles on their necks. Come on, baby. We just walking in the park over here, and they ain't talking about after dark. Because if you're going to swing on us, you better make sure you contact, because this silver and blue is going to come out, and we coming at you. We are. We the best over here, baby. And last I checked, we did beat a divisional foe, the Giants. So that do make our 2-0 a little bit more valuable. But write these things down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that's around the world. How bad do you want it? What do you need to get out on top of it? Even, let's listen to my guy.
It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make this happen?
Yeah.
I used to ask myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one. You're the one.
It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one. Michael Parsons was already prepared to give his jersey away to Sauce. How about that? Because we on top of things. It's better to be where we are at, because we prepared, the prepared mind, the preparations. This dude is ready. He's on a different stratosphere from the other defensive players that we're going to face. He's on a different lane than others who trying to get to where we're at. Write these things down too, ladies and gentlemen. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or poverty, if famish or fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you very much so want. If dog and grim and besiege and beset, it's Victory Monday.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Spartans! Prepare for
glory, baby. Let's go.
Damn.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Give me my thing, you.
Give it to me, baby. Yeah, baby. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Roll those credits. Jets gang. I see you in the chat, man. Where were you? Where were you yesterday, man? He says, Dak ain't that good. Dak's so terrible. Let me click it back over to here. Let me kick it back over here. Hold on. I've been waiting to see somebody from the Jets community to show up. And by you showing up, my friend, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Where he at? Don't delete him, y'all. Please don't delete him. Don't delete him. Let him talk. I lost you, man. Where you at, Jet Gang? Oh my goodness, man. Here you go. Dak ain't good. But let me tell you, Dak is so terrible that he played against one of y'all teammates over there in the Jets gang, right? And they deleted their Twitter. I can't make this stuff up. That must be horrible. So you allowed a terrible quarterback to put 30 points on your defense? Because I don't think that our defense even scored a point. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do no pick six over here. So that goes to show you that, man, we even beating you on this debate. You done lost 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? And we only played 2 games. And you done lost 2 in a row and you won the other game. Come on, man. Come on. I can't make this stuff up. Roll those credits for you, boy. Yes, indeed, baby. Jets defense was a problem. How? How was that a problem? We put 30 points on y'all. We put 30 on y'all. Come on. How many points y'all put on us? Poverty franchise, you know. He never seen his team ever do anything. He never got a chance to witness nothing. I know you wasn't around when Joe Namath was playing. You know, come on, bro. Let's go. But in other words, good luck to your team until they play us. Because we need for y'all to do us one good favor. Don't they play, ladies and gentlemen? Don't they play the Eagles this year?
Hey, we came on a mission. It's captured or killed.
Oh, we got some breaking news.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's the better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You're gonna block that.
Just one more time, man. I just wanted to do this one more time for my guy. For the Eagles guy.
Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl champion.
Come on. I know that's what you are. Because I know that Jet Gang is really Eagle Gang. I just know what it is. Yeah. Go, y'all check him out. You know what I'm saying? He probably an Eagle fan. But that's okay. We're going to roll up. We spotted you 7 points and you still couldn't do nothing with that. But shout out to y'all. Y'all scored 10 on us, you know. Ooh. Don't let the street lights lead you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Come on. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Player two. Come on. 7 years of the perfect love. 7 more and another one.
Let me crack your crane. Fertilize your brain.
Let the street lights hit you. If the Jets smart, they'll try to lose on out and get Caleb Williams. But they smart. Zach Wilson can be the backup again. Player two. They should have traded for Trey Lance. I heard Cam Newton out there. Why don't y'all give Colin Kaepernick a try? Come on, give him a shot. Come on. Oh, let's tune in to the Jets content creator. Let's see what Jet Gang got to say something. Oh, Jet Gang, that's okay. I'm gonna get off of you right quick, man. All right, we got Montisha.
Let's go Birds. ELDS.
Montisha. You know, the craziest thing about it, you know, that dude kind of knew that she misspelled that, but he wasn't gonna give up that access. Sometimes you gotta let fools talk, right? Like Jet Gang. gang, Jet Gang. You gotta let fools talk sometime. This dude's so delusional. He said that Diggs was beat for 2 touchdowns that never happened. I can't make this stuff up. Telling good lies. Listen to the lyrics. Jet Gang cried all last night. Let's tune into the version of him crying. It's okay, man. Y'all gonna win the Super Bowl in 2045. When that kids start playing. Come on.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on.
All I ask.
Let's tune in to Jet Gang during the game. Let's put him on fire. Come on, groove with it. Look at Jet Gang. He's already. Press the button, Jet. Press the button. It's on fire. Dance with me, Jet. Hey, that's Jet Gang in the 4th quarter. Come on, Jet. Get it. Shout out to Jet Gang. Hey, we got the colors on you right? Get on beat, man. Hey, let's get on up out of here.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Look at him on that pillow. He forgot he dealing with an elite content creator. You know what I'm saying? I'm your favorite content creator, by the way. You got to understand, you speaking to your father over here. I'm elite. Elite long, just to beat down the entire Jet Gangs. A gang got nothing on the nation.
Now, so cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
One more time. Until next time, if I offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my beard. Salute.
Because you don't know who you're going to meet.
Roast them. Law, what you cooking? Oh man, I'm just cooking a little jet food right here. Jet food, man, jet food. Until next time, DC for life. Hey, let me know when the next time Saul's tweet or send something on the X app.
Hey, we came on a mission to capture or kill.
Until next time, salute.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be.
Jet Gang, this is your conscience speaking. Laugh now, cry later, is what he's saying to himself.
Damn!
Jet Gang, this is your conscience. I'm laughing now because I'm crying later.